our last question today is, what do we do when our resources are limited? And so having babysitters and getting out is very difficult, whether it's our schedule or our finances, or we just haven't found the right person. How can we get creative and have dates and connect?
Yes. I feel like I'm an expert in this scenario because for the first 10 years of parenting, my husband had 6 different jobs and was laid off, and the economy was bad and all that. So we've gotten really good at creating in-home date nights. So we love card games and board games. So if that's something that you've never tried, I say try it. We will YouTube even new card games to learn. We're probably doing it wrong. We don't care. We're having fun. We take walks around our neighborhood. We will take turns giving each other back massages, even just simple physical touch of just connecting. And so really finding, just put the kids to bed, or maybe they're busy watching a TV show, and find these. It doesn't have to be elaborate. I think people think date night of we have to get dressed up, we have to go to a restaurant, we have to make reservations. Absolutely not. I don't have the funds for that. And so we do 2 nights a week in-home date nights. And sometimes they're an hour, and sometimes we can only do 10, 15 minutes. But again, something is better than nothing. And I would encourage people to plan for that. So if you like to cook a little dessert together when the kids go to bed. Or, I don't like to say watch TV because that's more entertainment, less connection. But if you're that tired and it's been that hard of a day, snuggle. Don't sit on your opposite chairs. Snuggle, hold hands, talk about what you watched, okay? And then there's something called parent swapping. And this is something that I learned from one of my friends, and I think it's the best thing ever. So we didn't have money for babysitting. So we found other parents in our neighborhood, and I was also in a support group with other moms with kids with autism, and we'd watch their kids one Friday night, and they would go out, and you start an hour. So go somewhere local, somewhere easy, or have the couple take a walk. So if there are special needs, obviously we've got medicines and different rhythms and things like that. Everybody's phones are on, so if there's an emergency, it's not nothing bad's gonna happen, right? And then the following week, they watch your kids so that you can go out, and no one's having to pay a sitter. These are families that already have special needs children, so they know the stress and also the amount of trust that's required to do these things. So I love parent swapping. And then the other thing that I just thought of that I don't know why I haven't told more people, but there's a lot of local churches. Even if you don't go to church, there are several. We live in Orange County, and there are several that actually have people who are trained to watch your kids, and they have these drop your kids off, or during Sunday school they have a special needs class where every kid has an aide that's CPR and first aid certified. Wow, and you can go to church, and if you don't go to the church, then I don't think they care. Just sit in the back of the church and take a nap, or connect and talk, or or listen to the service, whatever. But I think that there's actually a lot more out there, rather than just saying, I need to have money and I need to have sitters and I need to have, you actually don't. You just have to get creative and make it work. It's a little bit more moving parts to it, sure, but it's possible. We've done it.
Yeah. Well, I would say give yourself permission to need a break from your kids, right? A lot of times all we talk I just need to get away, I want a break, date night, and then we're invaded with guilt and shame of is it really good that all I want to do is get away from my kids? And we talk ourselves out of this date or out of this moment. So be okay with the fact that kids are exhausting, right? Parenting is exhausting. So allow yourself that freedom. Take that moment. Text with your partner, I cannot wait to drop off these ball and chains. Can't wait to go out tonight, whatever it is. Embrace the fact that you and your partner can have fun and joke about how badly you want to be alone again, because that's where we all started. So I would really encourage you to take that break and enjoy it and realize we need it.
Because it fills you up, it makes you healthy, and then, you can be a better parent because you're connected and you're on the same team and you're talking and connecting. And so when you go home, you're a happier parent. Absolutely.
Well, this was so great today. I think we could talk all day about marriage and questions and issues and the highs and lows and the things that we encounter. I think to wrap up, we talked about choices. We talked about what we think about all day long, what we think about our spouse. How does that impact our communication? We talked about being disciplined, schedule sex, schedule time to connect. We talked about creative dates. We talked about really being intentional. I feel like more than anything, we have to be intentional about our marriages, and the fact that it takes work doesn't mean there's anything wrong. It just does. It takes work to make it thrive and to have it be fulfilling and to stay connected or to get reconnected.
Right.
And that there's no shame in that. And so we encourage you to do that. We hope that you benefited from what Meygan and Chris shared today. And if you have more follow-up questions, certainly reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.